This is the first time I'm really performing my own poetry in front of people, so yeah, great. It's called Labels. I have a problem with labels. I have a problem with the fables told by labels. Semantics that disable our actual ability to understand the thing, the process, the journey, animal, tree, entity, human. Whatever it is to be acknowledged and never stop to desist the fake knowledge that ever release mass lack of information to that which we appoint our labels. So what's in a name? See, a name has a meaning, and seeing as we have no birthright really is where we start conceiving the attributes attributed to a name, and so a person. And therefore, Damien is a demon. No matter how well the individual does, the name suggests he is worse, and nature forbid he makes a mistake, only sealing his evil for his namesake. And love is that thing you feel when you make a certain connection, which little boys abuse to soothe the minutely erection. And silly, naive, yearning girls like me give away easily their virginity, leaving that place and our dignity, believing all on your future walk we're able to see. Labels and me, will we ever agree? See, I have a problem with labels. I have a problem with the fables told by labels. A mad melee of gibberish, only giving pace to the ideals of the separationalist. Darling, that is what separates the poor from the rich. And yet, the audacity of the words themselves give pace to sidestepping the issue, but say them to yourself. Poor and rich, poor and rich, poor and rich. Just fluff, flim-flam and fodder. A badly assembled disguise to stank up the there where my air hovers.
Aye.
Pools of sweat, blood, tears, piss, all kinds of crazy shit, spit, and the rest that exude from various other orifices. All that mess just clogging up the system, but we're too tired or dumbstruck to sort this resistance. So yet it's ignored and we remain either rich or poor, and evermore we consult the floor and cling to these labels we do not adore. It's poor, and I have a problem with labels. I have a problem with the fables told by labels, stereotypes that even we writers rewrite or recite like the underlying issues in a nursery rhyme, scraping by, staying high as if to float above the lies, even though many trying to reach that peak, spread your wings, jump off and fly. Stretching, twisting, expanding, exploring past the potential of our minds. Isn't it about time to rise above these morsels of information?
Yeah.
The lack of which has made wayward ones of a whole nation. Reduced to simple labels fulfilling such as a disgrace, and to do else is too great an obligation. So we collectively agree to simply be waste, and I have a problem with labels. I have a problem with the fables told by labels. The issue with labels is what it represents, a brief summation of what is really meant. Description and depth abolished as too much effort is spent, so we're chilling on the surface, barely making a dent. And all those who seek higher planes, we resent. And the greatest lamenters dare us to repent. And we, being offended, choose to be absent when the evidence awaits our case to present. Simply, we gotta get past this label called history. The layers of lies scantily clad in mystery, made trivial by our brief summations, avoiding our rightful victory.
Yeah.
In going to our depths and learning intimately the details that discourse our current democracy, are you hearing me? Or merely taking in the rhythm of my heart cry? One voice, solitary and lost in the sea of oblivion we call life. I urge you to go deeper than these emotions before your eyes. It's seriously time to upgrade this process, make it right. Do it right, because our very beating relies on sending this strife. I cannot be the only embers keeping this burning alight. One idiotic statement away from the reignite. One more arrogant stranger's length from aiming to strike. Constantly called to the stand up and fight. Unafraid of death because I do not live life. Are my words cutting yet, or should I get a knife? See, there are many of we who don't even know, only feeling the arrows from archers incognito. Don't know you're in a war because that's how life goes. Accepting that you will never find the soldier or his bow. Since when, family, did you learn to stoop so low? Unconcerned at seizing the abuse or being in the know. If you truly don't care, then I won't mind when you go. Because those who are awake are ready to grow. In case you didn't know, I have a problem with labels. I have a problem with the fables told by labels. So now I'm suggesting work towards a solution. We will be fresh air to this current pollution, detoxing our minds, bodies, souls and attributions, uniting towards the greatness of our ancestral constitution. Offended? You may be, but the intention wasn't mine. I just needed to release the monologue of my mind. Resigned to only my thoughts, space, solutions get hard to find. For it is in our sharing, twisted mystery steadily unwinds. So share, love, eat, live, and all that sunshine. It's in the details that determine if we really are alive. These words are my heart songs. My vocality is satisfied. And I only need to say this one more time. I have a problem with labels. Thank you.
Yeah!